Hey, what's up? I'm Mike and I'm a baller on a budget. So today I'm going to do a real quick Temu haul. Uh, this is something I got this summer when I signed up for Temu. It was like $4 and it plays all the Nintendo, Game Boy, Super Nintendo stuff that you would expect. It came with like 3,000 games on it. It's really beat up. It doesn't have a good screen on it. It doesn't have a great case. It's got, an earphone jack. It's got an SD card jack. It charges. So it's a decent, for $4, it's awesome little machine. If your budget is $4, it plays movies and music, then I would highly recommend it if you can get it for $4. I think they're normally like 30. So that was a sweet deal. So what I just ordered, because every time I go on Temu, you spin the wheel and they're gonna give you 100% off times 2 if you buy 7 items and stuff like that. So one day, they offered me 90% off and they gave me all this cheap stuff that I could choose from. So these earbuds, which come in this box, and this is like a sports tactical rubber watch, I think, were $7.82. So I figured $4 a piece. So if you have a real budget, need to be a real baller on a budget, for $4, these are pretty good. They work. They've got this nice little digital, battery power for the case. They're comfortable earbuds. They look like expensive earbuds. They feel good. For sound quality, they have good highs, they have good mids, but they don't really have any lows. They have what I would call like a high-low or a mid-low where you can, if you're listening to a song with bass, you can hear it, but it's blended in with the highs or the mids. It doesn't seem like there's at all of like a subwoofer or like a low in it. It's giving you lows through another source. But if you are looking for something super cheap, you want to look for something that works. You want to look for something that's got kind of a cool case. These are called the F95s, TWSs. If you can get them for $4 and that's what you can afford, like, they're awesome. They both play, they both connect, they have a charge case, and so bare minimum, if that's what you can afford, I would recommend them. If you can't afford the 40 or 30 or even the $20 pair, they're cool, they work, and they do have some earbud controls where you do the touch sensors and it pauses or it skips songs. So they do have some of the options that a lot more expensive earbuds have. We'll move on to this. I like watches. All my buddies are always like checking my Amazon watches out and they're like, man, where'd you get that? What'd that cost? And I got a lot of watches in like the $15 to $20 range that you would guess are much more expensive. So that's kind of something I'm known with all my buddies is like, hey, where'd you get that watch? And then they all start buying these $15 and $20 watches, and they look sweet. So this is a $4 watch. I think this would be competition for like, what is it? Like the Timex sport watches. It looks like it's a lot of that design. It's kind of a rubber, plasticky. See if it's got a name. It just says multi-function watch, and it's like a rubber plastic, maybe, yeah, it's rubber, kind of plasticky, but shows the time, it shows the date, shows the day, says it has an alarm clock. Let's see if any of these, it lights up blue. This is the first time I've ever looked at this watch. I wanted to save it to show you guys, but yeah, it's got some stuff. Oh yeah, it's got a stopwatch. That's kind of cool. See if it resets. Yep, that resets. So man, for $4, the sport watch, somebody's walking by you. This thing is big. I like big-faced watches, and I'm a big guy, so a normal size watch a lot of times looks tiny on my wrist. So I'm gonna put this thing on, at least partially, and give you an idea of what this watch face looks like. So here we go. So yeah, that's a nice size watch. That looks sweet. It's got you know, everything I need, time, date. I don't use stopwatch anymore. I'm not running cross country or track anymore. So yeah, I mean, it's comfortable. It's got tons of adjustments. I mean, you could go tiny wrist or you could go really big wrist. So hey, thanks for checking out this video, and I'll be back soon. I'm going to try getting on here more and just putting stuff like this on here. I mean, this is real. Between all three of these things, you got $12 for something to play video games on, for a pair of earbuds, and for a watch. I mean, like, that's baller. So hey, I'll check you guys later.